data, right? You must know that the first row, or I mean the first column, it's always your X, ne? In this case, they showed you, but sometimes they don't show you. You need to know that the first column is your X, the second one is your Y. Always, 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 ne? Sharp. If it's rows, the first row is your X, the second row is your Y. I'll do another video when it's given in a different format so that you get used to both formats. Okay, perfect. So the first thing that they want us to do is to use our calculator to calculate the equation of least square of regression line. The equation of least square of regression line is given by y equals to a plus bx. Ne? It's a straight line, basically. It's given by y equals to a plus bx. And for grade 12 stats, you are mostly using a calculator for everything, ladies and gentlemen. Ne? You are going to just be depending on your calculator here. Sharp. You just need to know what to do for what. Ne? Sharp. So before we come here, I'll just show you how to get everything, and then we'll come and try to answer the questions, right? Sharp. So the first thing you do, you go to mode, right? You go to stats, which is 3. Some calculators, the stats is on 2, ne? But yeah, mine says 3. So I press stats, which is 3. And then grade 12, it's a plus bx, is the least square regression line, ne? A plus bx. So I'm going to press 2 in this case. And then, as I said, let me take my calculator closer. The first data set, it's my x. Ne? I'm going to put it in quickly. 43. Please go on with me. Put your data set as well. 40. 6 and 31. Okay, 6 equals to 31 equals to 40 and 51. 40 equals to 51 equals to 39 equals to 43 equals to 45 equals to. Then it says I have 10. I always verify it this way. It says I have 10 things. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is correct. It means chances are high that I haven't skipped anything. So now I go to the Y's, and then 43 must be aligned to 22. 53 must be aligned to 19. 40 must be aligned to 18. 6 must be aligned to 32. 31 must be aligned to 23. 40 must be aligned to 28. 51 must be aligned to 18. And then there's 23. There's 23. There's 22. And then you have insert your data set now on the calculator, right? The calculator has stored your data now. You can press AC, and then you need to this function of statistics, ne? But to get this, since it's yellow, you have to press shift first, ne? Or it's goldish in color. So shift, then 1. Remember, we're dealing with regression, so we go to 5, ne? 5. Okay. Sharp. So here you need to get your A, your B, and your R. Those are the most 3 important things, ne? Now let's try to get them. My A is on 1. So I press 1, then I say equals to. So my A is 33 point what? Let's see. 0.38. You always round off to 2 decimal places, ne? Now let's get B. To get B, you say shift, stats, regression, 2, which is the same. It's 33.38 as well. Do you see it? Sharp. Sometimes they are going to be the same, ne? But let's just verify if we write. So shift stats 5, because it's very rare for them to be exactly the same, ne? Let's see. Yeah, which is that, ne? So I was wrong there. It's negative 0.27. Negative 0.27. Ne? Let's just confirm with our AAC. Shift 5, 1 equals to. Yes, our A is correct. Now let's cancel. Shift 1, 5. I need R now. So R is 3, which is negative 0.81. Negative 0.81. Okay. Perfect. So now, ladies and gents, I'm going to answer the questions when I have those 3 things. Those are the most 3 important things in grade 12. I think in grade 12, what? Statistics, ne? The other thing they can ask you to do is the mean, but the mean it's easy. You can just add everything and divide by 10 for the degrees. If they ask you the mean for the average temperature, you just add everything and divide by 10 in this case. Okay, but A, B, and R are the most important things that I need you to know how to get. Okay, sharp. So now let's start answering. On C, they say use your calculator to calculate the equation of least squares regression line. It's y equals to, my A is 33.38 minus 0.27x. Then you get all your points there. So we're done with C. Okay, D, I have to take it out because they will never ask you to use the table. Ne? Do you get it? They say, basically, they say using your table, let's remove this part, determine the value of the correlation coefficient, 2 decimal places. Ne? So on D, the R is basically negative 0.81. Ne? This is the coefficient of correlation, or the correlation coefficient. Ne? It tells us the relationship basically between the data set. There are 3 cases. Ne? Let me write them here. If it's closer to -1, okay, let me just use -1. When you comment, you're just gonna say strong, actually very strong, negative linear correlation. This means that the data set is basically indirectly proportional. When one data set goes up, the other one goes down. In this case, as the temperature increases, right? Wait, let's go up and let's go up and read the scenario actually, and then you'll understand what I'm saying. They say the geography teacher, Mr. Chadwick, gave the data set below to his class to illustrate the concept that average temperature depends on how far a place is from the equator. You see, so they are comparing the distance and what? They are comparing the distance and the temperature. So as the distance increases, the temperature is going to decrease. That makes sense. And then if the value of R is closer to +1, it shows a very strong linear, positive, we must say positive first, linear correlation. Ne? Linear correlation. And this means direct proportion. Direct proportion means as one goes up, the other one also goes up. As one goes down, the other one also goes down. That is the direct proportionality. Ne? Perfect. So now, and then if it's very closer to 0, you just say weak correlation. Like the data set are not correlated at all. If we were to put them on a scatter plot, they'll be scattered throughout the Cartesian plane. They won't show a certain pattern, basically, or they will barely show a pattern. Okay, perfect. E. What can you deduce about the relationship between how far, you see, which is distance, and what's north a city is and the average temperature? You are going to say because this is negative, you're going to say very strong negative linear correlation suggests indirect proportion, which means as the temperature increases, the distance will get smaller. Or as the distance gets smaller, as the distance gets higher, the temperature will get smaller. So there's an inverse proportion. Okay. Perfect. Now let's do the last one on this video. They say C, estimate the latitude of Paris if it has an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Let's go check there. The temperature, if you check, the average temperature was Y. So they gave us the Y value of 25, you see? So what you do basically, you do this. You have your equation, which is Y equals to 33.38 minus 0.27x. Then they give you the Y, which is the average temperature of 25. So you can substitute it there. So we're going to say 25 equals to 33.38 minus 0.27x, right? And then from here, we can easily solve for x, right? So I'm going to take this side, so which is positive 0.27x equals to 33.38 minus 25. I took the 25 that side, and then I divide everything by 0.27 so that the x can remain alone, 0.27. Then x equals to, let's see what x is going to be equals to. Let's check quickly on our calculator. We have 33.38 minus 25. Then we divide that by 0.27. That gives us 31. 31. That gives us 31. So which means the latitude is basically 31 degrees true north. You see it? Perfect. And that was our final question on this video. If you found this really helpful, please don't forget to hit the subscription button and to share with family and friends and to watch more videos in our playlist. Thank you very much. Keep on following Maths Fanatics 24/7 for fire content. Tango.